Hello friends, in this video we will discuss PIB article summary for the articles published on 24th January 2018. For ease for our convenience, the 24th January's articles have been bifurcated into two parts. In this video we will discuss the part 1 and you need to refer to part 2 for the remaining articles. These articles are important for RBI Grade B and NABARD Grade A and Grade B 2018 exams. So let us discuss these topics in detail. For part 1 we have three topics to discuss. The first one is Swachh Bharat Mission Status Report. The second is the Ministry of Environment has taken up a new plan for rejuvenation of major river water systems in the country. And the third topic is Management Information System Portal for Anganwadi Services Training Programme that has been recently launched. The first article is Swachh Bharat Mission Status Report. The Swachh Bharat Mission is the largest behavior change program in the world and is basically mobilizing the communities, especially the rural ones, to turn this mission into a people's movement or a Jan Andolan. Recently, a progress update has been shared by the government, which is been termed as status report, and as per this particular report, over 6 crore toilets have been built across rural India under the Swachh Bharat mission, and 2 independent surveys are being conducted by Quality Council of India and National Sample Survey Organization, which have pegged the uses of these toilets to 91% and 95% respectively. That means that out of these 6 crore toilets being built, around 90%, more than 90% of these toilets are being used by the public, people being motivated for the behavioral change under the Swachh Bharat mission. Also, over 3 lakh villages and 300 districts in the country have been declared open defecation free, and other 15 states and UTs are expected to be declared open defecation free by March 2018. With this accelerating progress, the mission is on track to achieve open defecation free status of whole India by October 2019, which is the target for making India clean under the Swachh Bharat mission. A number of studies have been conducted by different institutions to cause the impact of lack of sanitation in the country. For example, UNICEF have estimated that lack of sanitation is responsible for around 1 lakh deaths of children in the country, in India, annually. So it is a big value which we need to cover, which we need to stop by taking the sanitation issue at a priority basis. Similarly, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has estimated that households in open defecation free villages in India have significantly better health indicators, which are termed as, for example, the mortality rates of under 5 children, maternal mortality rate, and other health indicators. This will automatically will result in lower expenditure on health issues, and it will also increase their livelihood options because they will be more able to spend on their occupations and earn and get the benefit of those income generated. Another study by UNICEF again says that an open defecation free village in India will save up to rupees 50,000 per year by way of disease treatment cost being averted because of proper availability of sanitation facilities in the village. Similarly, another study by World Bank has estimated that lack of sanitation in India cost around 6% of our GDP, which is a huge one. And to tackle this liability of diseases, health diseases, mortalities, expenditures, and cost on the GDP, the government of India has launched the Swachh Bharat mission and is striving to achieve a clean India and also tackle all these issues. In this regard, to further the cause of Swachh Bharat mission, the government under the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation will soon be launching a mass media campaign to promote twin pit toilet. This twin pit toilet is basically a toilet model which is economical, which is safe and easy to use, easy to clean, as well as eco-friendly. Besides, it is basically a self-contained waste treatment plant. The waste generated in these toilets will be treated at the same toilet, and the energy produced from this will be utilized for different areas. So it is basically a self-contained waste treatment plant being promoted by the government to carry on forward the target of Swachh Bharat mission. Also, this facility will not harm the groundwater beneath the toilet. Another important feature of Swachh Bharat mission is that government has taken a paradigm shift in its mission. That is, it has transferred itself from solid and liquid waste management, has transferred to solid and liquid waste management, and now it is not waste management but a resource management. So this has been this solid and waste is not regarded as waste but being regarded as resource that can be utilized to tap the energy and convert it into wealth and energy to benefit from this resource. So this is a paradigm shift by the government, and government is promoting this resource management via different schemes, and twin pit toilet is an example of this resource management. The status report has shown the desired result by implementation of Swachh Bharat mission, and it also guides the government agencies to further the cause of to check if there is any loopholes and ensure that future course of action is taken properly to achieve the target of Clean India by October 2019. Next, we have new plan for rejuvenation of major river water systems in the country. The Union Environment Ministry has taken up a new strategy for conservation as well as rejuvenation of major river systems in the country, and it takes into account the entire river basin which is contributing towards its flow in the particular river stretch for conservation efforts. This new approach is a holistic one. The present strategy, we can say, is only limited to tackling the pollution in the rivers only, and doesn't take a holistic approach for the conservation of entire river system. It is basically limited to taking care of pollution load from domestic wastewater and regulation of industrial pollution. But the new approach, which is termed as holistic, will focus on the rejuvenation of rivers, basically to bring the original pristine values of river system back in this area is the basic aim of this new strategy. And it will involve the waste management as well as environment management to restore the lost ecology of the polluted river stretch in the country. For this, taking on this plan or this strategy, expertise of reputed institutions will be utilized. For example, IITs will be utilized and trusted for preparation and finalization of river basin management and rejuvenation plans. Recently, IITs have been enrolled for preparing these plans for 9 selected stretches of river for which were highly polluted, and for which this new plan is being implemented currently. Another plan point taken under this plan is that sewage treatment will be made mandatory across these polluted river stretches, and for this the Environment Ministry is planning to enroll private partnership or participation of private sector in sewage treatment or sewage management system in the country. Also, a number of actions like watershed management, construction of small check dams along the catchment area, scientific assessment of the quantum of environmental flow required in each of the river stretch, and the rejuvenation of various lakes and wetlands along the river basin will be taken under the new plan, along with protection of floodplains from any kind of encroachment. So all these efforts are new one and basically try to maintain the whole ecology of the entire river system, taking into account the different factors, being a holistic one in its approach. Also, recently a detailed project report on forestry interventions for Ganga has been made and released by Forest Research Institute of the country. It is a comprehensive document which covers different aspects of forestry intervention required, including the past as well as present status of Ganga River and its environmental peculiarities. It basically means what kind of trees are required to be planted in the Ganga stretch to maintain its ecology and to help in purification of river Ganga. The project report is being prepared by Forest Research Institute for the catchment area and treatment of Ganga River across 5 states across which the Ganga River flows, which is Uttarakhand, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal. And for this intervention, the forestry intervention, the estimated cost has been estimated at rupees 2500 crore approximately. So all these interventions basically have the ultimate mission or aim to make all the rivers clean and ensure that adequate water flow is there in the river, and the entire ecology of the water system and the nearby areas is maintained. So for this purpose the new plan is being implemented by the Ministry of Environment. The next we have Management Information System Portal that has been recently launched for Anganwadi Services Training Programme. This particular portal has been developed by Ministry of Women and Child Development in collaboration with National Informatics Center. This is the first phase of the portal being launched, and for the first phase this portal will enable the NGOs to submit their proposal to respective state governments or UTs for submitting the applications as well as estimates by different NGOs to carry out Anganwadi Services Training Programme at different Anganwadi training centers. Then these proposals or these applications will be processed, and recommended requirement of funds for running these programs will be given to the states based on the selection of applications. Also, the central government will also further examine these proposals, and then it will release the funds. It will ensure that funds are released on time, and these funds ultimately reach the end beneficiaries for the training purpose. In September 2017, the government has also finalized comprehensive training guidelines for Anganwadi training centers, and an e-learning module was launched for smooth functioning and operation of these training centers in different states and UTs of the country. Now let us briefly discuss about Anganwadi Services Training Programme. It is an umbrella scheme under ICDS, Integrated Child Development Scheme, and it is a centrally sponsored scheme, and overall administration, management and monitoring of this scheme is done by the respective states. The training is provided to Anganwadi workers at these training centers, and which is a part of Anganwadi services. These centers are run by the different NGOs are after being approved by the state governments or UTs, and they have the program is being implemented under the overall supervision of state government itself. However, the funds are being released partly from the central government. However, the implementation part is rested upon the state government and the NGOs. So this was all for part 1 for 24th January 2018 PIB summary. For more videos, you can visit www.edutab.co.in. Thank you and happy learning.